Good Saturday evening. This is one big box. And I've been waiting on this all week. And it arrived at 6:30 p.m. The box looks like it's in good shape. What is it? It's another wok. I don't need another wok. The thing is, it's Farberware. I collect Farberware. And it's kind of a rare wok. Most Farberware woks are electric. This is like an electric wok without all the electric stuff. I think I've seen it once in a box in all the years I've been collecting Farberware. Maybe 12 years I've been collecting Farberware. Oh, that's just fine. Alright. The bottom looked very nice. I couldn't tell the amount of scratches. It doesn't come with a lid, but I do have an electric Farberware, so that lid will probably fit it. And this is like very rare. You don't see these. I hope it's not dented or anything. I'm going to tilt the box down. Really weird packing. Ah! Whoa. Very weird. Let's see what we got here. That's definitely been used. Pretty good scratches on here. Sits flat, but the bottom is definitely bowed. But for stir fry, that's not going to matter. It's definitely a later Farberware. It's got the 4, the patent starting with the 4, 4613070. Yeah. Farberware. The electric coil usually goes around here. I think it's going to clean up pretty nice. Machine lines, I can still see machine lines. Some pretty good, a couple of good scratch marks here. Very lightweight. So I've got a Farberware pepper steak recipe from the 80s. It calls for sherry and not Shaoxing wine. So we're going to go with sherry. I couldn't find flank steak this morning. I found stir fry steak. It's already sliced. That's okay. To be continued. I'll see you tomorrow for some pepper steak. Good Sunday. We're making pepper steak from the 80s. So this recipe calls for 2 green peppers and 1 onion. Everything's a little mutant these days. So that's 1.5 green peppers. And that's about, these were 2 small onions. I think it's about 1 onion. 1 clove of garlic minced. 1 pound of flank steak. The original recipe is in the description. We're going to marinate the beef with 3 tablespoons of sherry. It doesn't say dry, it just says sherry. That's what we're using. 3 tablespoons of soy, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Oh, sodium. It says to marinate for at least 10 minutes. We're going to go 20. There's no sauce in this recipe. I reserve the right to add a little beef broth at the end. Worst case scenario. I'm well aware of the baking soda velveting procedure. Rub in some baking soda, rinse it. Some people use egg whites and cornstarch. Some people par cook it, take it out of the wok, put it back into the wok. This recipe calls for cooking the vegetables, removing the vegetables, cooking the beef, and adding the vegetables back in. That's what we're doing today. I think this recipe is from the late 80s. If you bought an electric wok, this is what you'd find. Let's get to marinating the beef, and let's stop yapping and let's get cooking.
One tablespoon of cornstarch. That's just how it is. 1/4 teaspoon plus. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of sherry. Oh, beautiful gold. 1, 2, 3. Smells good. I want to drink it. Let's give her a mix.
color's not that great. I didn't add any more broth. We gotta try it. Let's see if it's tender. That's the most important thing. It sure smelled good when it was cooking. It's a little chewy. Not bad yet. It didn't need any more salt. I don't think it did. Let's try an onion. Onion is good. Al dente. Let's try some steak with onion. That's tender. Let's get a little steak with some rice. No? Hey! Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's tasty. It's tasty, but there's no gravy. There's no sauce. But the flavor's there. Oh, that's tender. Wow. Let's get some rice. Get a green pepper. I know it's salty. I just want to put a drizzle of soy. It needs that little bit of dark gravy. You know, that can soak into the rice. That's what it's missing. The meat's pretty tender. I can't complain. Let's get us beef and onion. Well, that was fun. That's pretty good. The only thing that's wrong with it is there's no real gravy. Otherwise, it cooked pretty well in that silly stainless steel wok. I think we're done here. It's Sunday. We'll be back to talk about the wok. I'm really happy I bought this. As a Farberware collector, it's a pretty fun toy. I know a lot of people don't think this is a wok because it's not carbon steel. There are a lot of stainless steel woks. It's not tri-ply. You know, it conducts heat horribly, but I gotta say, the vegetables were searing wonderfully. The meat was a little gloppy. It brought the temperature down immediately. I should have turned the heat up. I didn't. I just kept stirring it around. It's a glorified stir-fry pan. I know that. But it's still a Farberware. I like that it's light. If I ever want to do that, I'd like to try and fry some shrimp. That would be fun. Thanks for joining me this Sunday. You know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say? Thanks for watching.